Well, we're finally back. We're ready to go. Map number 1 for the best of 3. Davenport University taking on Noxious. You are here with Laz and the handsome Cole Exner.
Nice. You're picking up with what Fi left off there.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Cole Exner McHenry, the
Just
beautiful intro, of course, but a little introduction on towards the A side here for Noxious. They're trying to press on in. Austin close by as well. He's got the duel. He's a perfect gun for the job, and he's gonna sideswipe one. Nasi can't make it past the first line of defense, and Korn with 2 more guns right on the other end of things. Everyone is here on Davenport, and they're just gonna pepper on so much damage. Camero in an actual workable 1v3, but the first step in getting back into this one is recovering the bomb.
Yeah, this is the worst position right now because now Camero has to pick up this bomb. Granted, I mean, Pug's got 1 HP, but he's just gonna hang back. And okay, Korn. Nice, good discipline. Oh, Camero's actually got a little bit of space here. He's got time too.
It's a weird smoke that the CT's threw right there to deny Korn vision, but right now he can route back in towards this B bomb site, and I do feel like there's a thing is playing things too disciplined, and right now I think we're getting that out of Davenport. No one's rotated over towards B. You haven't seen any like jiggling out of Korn for information here, and Camero now actually, because of how passive Davenport have played this 3v1, he's gonna get a bomb plant at the very least and could actually win this round with how long those rotations are going to be removed. He can get himself in a very good post plant position.
You know, I was thinking too, he might try to go for this fight. Like he was going to try to look for those engagements, maybe try to find a one-on-one. But good thing for Davenport, they are playing group together. But Camero, he's going to be able to get this noise cue. And look at this, he's actually going to commit to this peek. Oh man, the jig is up, but he finds the 1, but it's not going to be more than that. Despite the slow rotate, Davenport, they find the pistol.
Lovely trade right there. That is how you want to play it out, right? You want to group up, you want to make sure that you win things out. I'm always so scared of bomb plants there that I would like to actually see Davenport go for a risk instead of giving him the bomb and giving him, a chance to plant the digits. So obviously you're going to get that second round investment off the back of that bomb plant, Noxious. We'll see if Davenport, if that just slight decision there is going to cost him long term. 2 HEs tossed into Korn. 3 tossed his way. They hold 1 at a time. I wonder what he has in store for that. Maybe he's just going to toss that down ramp early on if they start to run it down. But they're playing behind the smokes instead.
Big commitment on the money too, like you said. I mean, with the bomb plan, look at this. This full Galil's 1 PC utility, 1 smoke for Camero. And I mean, he's lurking in mid right now too. But so he's going to be able to have that free mid presence. I mean, I think the closest person is Dane, and I mean, he can reposition himself. He is just playing on the connector, but very interesting setup, though, from Noxious, and Austin does get a spot of VulcaN's feet. But a lot of patience here for Noxious. They don't even know if they have guns right now. Davenport, they're still kind of on a guessing game.
Okay, not fully sure. A lot of control conceded here. There is no utility, so it's just going to be dry aim duels taken from Noxious to get this one across the line. You can see the initial fight doesn't favor Cypress. He'll be sidelined early, although they will take the space here, so they don't need the utility if they just commit full in. Korn, though, gets dropped here, and a lot of damage done on the VulcaN. Taking that headshot angle there. Somehow walks away with the frag. VulcaN doing great work here. 1 more. Could he find it on the Pug? That HE's going to sail on in, forces him out into the open. And Pug going to lock things in right then and there. AK has his reward, and so the round. Davenport up to 2-0. They're able to bypass it, but again, there's a bomb plant, so again, you could see a potential force buy come through.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a big play here from Davenport. I mean, they're giving a ton of respect, right? I mean, they're allowing the bomb plants to come through. I guess maybe they don't really care that much about the money bonus gain from it, but the pistols and deagles here are equipped from Noxious. And just straight M4s and an AK with the Davenport team. But I mean, I kind of like it, but it also makes me a little bit worried. Like, they're just going to let the economy game kind of not really be a factor, but they're just going to play retakes. I mean, they've been clean on them so far. Oh, we're only 3 rounds in, so things can change.
Yeah, plenty of time. Pull things back. I can respect the decision here not to go continuing into the force buy. I think usually you want to get like 2 or 3 kills well, 3 or 4 kills, I should say, before you continue to force buy, because you know you're on the brink of breaking that economy. HE doesn't really sink there, and VulcaN going to take advantage of that by landing the kill on the Dane. Caught a little bit off guard right now. So no one was really fighting for that control here.
Yeah, a lot of patience though, right? I mean, even look at Noxious. They're just kind of waiting things out. I mean, we're just hitting the minute mark now on the clock, but now they're going to group up. But look at how much Davenport has just pulled back on this. They had that aggression. Now they're going to let it go. That's going to be a free M4 picked up from VulcaN. Doesn't have the armor, so probably want to give it to another player just with aim punch. And now the M4s are starting to sing. And okay, it's this one. I was thinking maybe multi. Noxious is going to look for something maybe, but no. Rift's just getting multi-kills after multi-kills. And there we go. This might be a cleanup in corn. There it is. A nice triple to get around 3.
Able to hold steady despite the nice opening pick coming through from VulcaN. Lovely work being done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the ops out too. VulcaN's gonna get that going right away. This is a big round. I mean, there could be a lot of momentum here, right? I mean, this is, if Noxious lose this, I mean, this puts them in a potential, what, double save essentially, but, well, maybe not double, but at least a save minimum, but kind of an important round too, because Rift actually made the equipment as well for the ops. So we got 2 ops on the playing field, Cole.
It's always good for the first gun round, having the ops out immediately, but Corn lined up some spam, so Cypress in the first gun round doesn't even get the top shot off here, but Pug caught off guard, not taken down though. That's the key detail here, as he takes names instead. And Fame and Nasi left last man standing. Fame gonna pull one back into his favor. There's still a whole lot more without the crack through here, and there's just now starting to throw the last bits of utility. Smoke's been picked up for Fame to use. Maybe toss it over and towards the left side. That's what he goes with here. Dane, in the meantime, they don't realize that one is already tucked in towards sandbags. Luckily, Corn and Rift able to bail them out with some nice shots, but a huge blind spot could have cost Davenport. Instead, they walk away with another round.
Yeah, they pick up the op too, so they actually will keep... Oh, actually, he switched the plan. Never mind. I thought he was going to keep the double sticks, but they decided to pull back last second. And Noxious actually, with that round, they are going to just commit the rifle round. They're going to put everything on the board. Cypress is going to only have a D with some util, but 3 AKs with the MAC-10. I mean, I think this is getting a little bit desperate, but I think I agree with this. I mean, now it's 4-0. There's a big lead coming in here from Davenport. Pretty calm CS so far. Nothing really hectic. We're chill. We're vibing.
Yeah, right now, we're deep into the season as well. You should have a really good read on the game plan of your opponent, right? Especially if you're Davenport. You got the staff to back it up here. You're expecting some contacting plays. You're expecting the lack of structure. And they try and contact out towards middle. You get met by an op there. Great reaction here, but Austin left in a bit of an awkward position here. He's trying to dance behind the generator. It's just a MAC-10 that he has to take down. He will do so soundly. Nasi, it's a nice headshot, but he gets put down low. And towards middle, another kill comes through from Fame as well, but both players down so very low. Problems start to arise here, and Corn cuts off the mid lurk here. Corn coming in with an HE could just sink that onto Nasi. They don't have to peek. Finally, the plant coming through. They're going to let the bomb down. That's huge. Big money there. It's going to give them another investment. But it is Davenport who continue to coast towards future rounds. Corn, though, 10-1 right now. He's having a hell of a start to this game.
Yeah, Corn's looking real good. That's some fine corn. But like you said, the bomb plant does add some coin here for the Noxious with the loss bonus as well. So this is actually a nice little perk for them. But they can get the AKs back on there. Utility's a little bit scattered, but it'll still do. But I mean, I like the discipline, like you said. I mean, Davenport liked to play a system. We could see that, you know. I think that was Austin just playing Jenny. He had his teammate, which was Rift, just kind of watching his left. Like, again, just basic fundamentals, but it's looking clean, man. It's looking good, and an important round here. I mean, I think all rounds are important for Noxious now. They just need to get around, and like we talked about, this is a team that's still looking to find a map upset against any of these teams, but Rift, nah, man, he's getting the first opener.
Work from the AWP. I mean, we talked about Corn here. Rift alongside him doing great work. Pug's had some good A defenses as well, so it's really lining up to be a full team effort here. No missing pieces.
Not on Koi's watch.
Everyone's coming to play. They all got their DM kills in. Looking warmed up. Some sharp shooting here, but they have given over again A control here, quite a bit of it. Noxious have been taking control here, taking advantage of that fact. But
Yeah,
one
they're not
thing's for
even
sure,
quiet.
they've always been good on the retake.
Yeah, that's what they're going to go for again, right? I mean, this is Rift. He's got to get Molly just in place of in front of the crane and getting things out a little bit more, but everybody's here for the party. Smoke's not even blocking things off. Rift's able to find that shot. Bomb show go down. But 3-on-5, make it a 3-on-2. Now, okay, everybody's just hitting the floor, and oh my goodness, almost a lineup here for Fame, but there will not be any Fame or Glamour right now. It's a 6-0. We see a timeout. We see a timeout call.
And I can see some timeouts.
I don't know if they're gonna call it. They're just gonna keep on pressing forward. They're like, nah, we're good. We're good. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they
there's
do
a
that. They do it. They do
Wow.
it.
Look at that. I'm a bit shocked. Wonder what's being discussed here. I mean, I feel like, you know, that round would have been a whole lot easier if they had that left side smoke. We got the right side smoke in, but they missed the left, or they didn't have a left side smoke. So when we talk about like necessity, if you want to get to that A bomb site, especially if ops are there and you're kind of telegraphing your play by throwing a little bit of early utility, you need to have both left and right side smoke down. Rift, he was able to just take full advantage of the fact that there was a gap in there, and he found himself 2 kills before the bomb was ever planted.
Yeah, and that's the cost, right? I mean, if you don't have those proper lineups for the smokes, I mean, an opper, they can just take full advantage of it. And like you said, Rift did. I mean, he was able to find double kill, which is huge. Man, they're just sitting on a mountain of money. I think, besides Corn, really. I mean, he's sitting low, and same with Pug, but I mean, they're looking good right now. 6-0. Another gun round comes in a little bit more fast here on the ramp. Pug, though, he's going to put him down. Austin trying to help him out as well, but Austin being alive. This is not good. And luckily, Pug's there to get the retaliation.
I mean, the fact that they get 1 kill there is probably better than anticipated for me, at least. They had a huge gap in their defense right there. Or rather, offense running through a smoke. I thought that would be an easy 2 for 0, so Noxious as well. Sharp with the headshot, going to take care of business towards mid. So they got themselves a quick 3v3 here. And with a full minute 10 left on the clock, there's so much time to let these players work around the map. They can really start to set in a bit of chaos here, especially with just one lurking player here. Look at the rotation that's been sold here. VulcaN can have free range towards this A bomb site. They baited out 2 mollies off the back of that. VulcaN, he has no teammates close by, but he's just going to punch in the digits, knowing that the fake's already been confirmed here. You look at the utility that they have left. They've used so much of it. Only a smoke, an HE, and a flashbang here remaining.
Good smoke going to be thrown already from Rift, so now this is going to block things off. Then we're just waiting for the bloom. Pug now going to be able to push on in, making some good fake though, but the time's ticking. I mean, this is over half on the bomb timer. Oh, he's just going to stick this. No way. He's just actually going to stick this, and there it is. It's going to be a nice pickup here from Noxious. Ain't so nauseous anymore. It's looking good now. They finally got a 6-1.
That's a great round right there. That's exactly how you wanted things to go. You did go 2 for 1 early on towards that B side, but a lot of attention turned towards B early. You could see how paranoid Davenport were off the back of that. They, off of like a little bit of exec utility tossed in from the likes of Camero, they rotate all their resources over. So Camero maybe not having the best in terms of the KD, but that last round had a lot of impact on it. For sure. Cypress moving quickly up towards A again. They don't really want to vie for this control. They just immediately concede it. And this is a bit of a worrying sign from Davenport here. You can try a lot of retake setups here. You can try it, consistently, but eventually, you're going to get lucky spam through the smoke, something along those lines, and your protocol's going to be shut off a little bit.
Ooh, cheeky boost though from Pug. And I definitely agree with you. I mean, I think the retake situation, I think, can work, but you got to mix things up a little bit. But they're going to play the retake once again. Fame already low. Dangerous should be able to find this easy kill. He does. And oh, man, it's just Davenport picking up kills left, right, and center. Just leaving Camero and Nasi by themselves. Has to come up big with a big shot. But another smoke coming in from Rift. But there's an AWP here for Camero. To be able to find something. Oh, no. Nasi's in the back. And things are problematic here. And there it is. Nasi with double, but any more than that. And man, Davenport are continuing this domination.
Yeah, and again, I'm not always the biggest fan of like the consistent retake A setup, but they get it done every single time. Beautiful flank timing as well, I gotta say. From, I believe it was Dane there, just lurking on up and catching him off guard there. That's a very clean retake. Even if a couple go down towards the tail end, you can kind of see if you're playing a 5v5 retake situation, you're gonna have a hard time. I guess I was more so a 4v4 than anything, but I don't think it's as easy as it looks for a CT side to recover those rounds. They've been able to do it consistently. Again, credit to Riff as well, waiting those smokes out, landing those timings. Really good to see him come through and op up a storm here on Vertigo CT side.
Well, and look at this too, Cole. I mean, Noxious actually, again, they just keep spending everything they can, right? But they only can, commit to double smokes on 2 players, and then the rest are mollies and flashes. So we're gonna have to make sure these 2 players with the smokes know their lineups, or at least drop it, I guess. But right back to the ramp push, man. They like this spot. I mean, they have been successful getting this bomb down, I guess. I mean, that is one bright thing here for them, but they need to find a way to get this retake kind of squashed, right? I mean, they're just letting Davenport go for the retakes. They're not really punishing him for it.
I think Noxious are just reading into that so much here. They use no utility in getting up the ramp. So little utility. And they're going to take it essentially for free here. Corn for a rude awakening. Gets the molly down here. Flushes Nasty into it. And there's no trade potential now. There's another molly as well. Another complication starting to arrive here on the site from other angles here as the side hall aggression to close on. 3 kills from Cypress. A blind spot in the defense here. And it's up to Rift to clutch up against Camro with bomb dropped in a neutral location. It is recoverable.
20 seconds, though. Like, time is just ticking away here. So, I mean, he either has to commit to this plan or he's got to look for the kill. He's going to fake it. He's not going to commit to this plan yet. Now he has to. He cannot let this go, but this is a good position here for Rift. He's just going to creep on through. Oh, my goodness. It's a tough situation. No, it is going to be an 8th game here for Davenport, but Camero, I feel like, was maybe overthinking it a little bit. A tough spot when you run the clock that low, right? I mean, he did get off it. He did try to scout things out, but, man, oh, okay. Oh, damn. Damn, all right. You'll be in. I like that.
I do, too. We're getting to rub it in. But he's better be careful here. He better make sure that they are coming in with this next round, right? Because they could be in for a very awkward position. We're talking double eco territory if this one goes awry, so you'll get a firm reminder of your BM in the very next if you don't capitalize here and now, if you don't take advantage of that nice clutch from Rift. Like you said, there wasn't a lot of time, and that's an interesting position to be in if you're Noxious here. They did a great job recovering. You could very quickly tell, though, that they ran into all 5 players on Davenport on that A site. They're telegraphing their plays a little bit. They're giving over a lot of information early on in their defaults here, but they're getting great ramp control here. This is such a consistency, but Rift, he's ready for that angle, lands it, and this is a great reaction here. VulcaN, he's taking full advantage of the fact that they're just not watching ramp at all. They're so focused in on side hall every round, and finally, a little bit of reaction here. I guess they've been reacting all the while, but it works for them this time.
No, it definitely is working out for him. Good flank here coming in from Austin. He's been able to do this quite a few times. He's been a bit of a menace, but it is back to a 3-3. So, I mean, in terms of the players, we're right back to an equal situation. I mean, give that slight here for Davenport, but I mean, literally by like 20 HP, like nothing really much to brag about, but double player on sidewalk, now committing to the ramp. Austin's still just waiting things out. I mean, he's just on the bottom of this ramp. They know he's there, but look at how much discipline he's doing. He's not even over peaking this, so they still have to worry about him. And now Fame able to find Pug. VulcaN with a big old side kill, and there we go. Noxious, they take advantage of VulcaN to find a double, making it to a triple round, but that double kill in the site call, I feel like that was just the key to the site.
Yeah, it's what I've been saying here is what is a huge weakness for Davenport. They've got to start fighting for this ramp control early. There's a lot of variations you can go for, right? We need to see that sort of up-to-date Vertigo meta style coming through from Davenport. Because every round retaking, I don't think I've ever seen that be successful long-term. And we're finally getting that call here. This Pug, it's a nice shot, but no conversion. We put down there on the B aggression. Mag 7. Having a bit of fun to it, but no fun to be had right now here. This time they will fight a little bit for control. Rift edging around the smoke, but he's now in no man's land.
Whoa.
Helps out with quick headshots like that. And now side hall gets collapsed in upon here. VulcaN turning his attention, but he's given over an AK here. Rift has to be prepared for the aggression. Now they're going to funnel in towards B. This should be known by Davenport by now.
Yeah, I think they got the rotates coming in, but it might be a little bit too late. Their positioning might be just slightly off. There's a Devo close to this site, but oh my god, that's a great shot coming in from Nossi right now. And Camero able to find the second one too. That bomb's going to go down, but two of the players are low. This is two full HP players here on the CT side. They do have rifles. They could try to commit to this, but they don't have a kit, so they'd have to get moving. But it looks like that doesn't look like that's a plan. They don't want it. They don't want to risk it. I mean, the money's low. It's a tough one, right? But yeah, I guess this is a hard situation to go for. A B site, 3 players alive. A smoke. Not the play, future pros.
Not today. So at least Riff avoids the BM in return. He stays alive. No body spamming him.
Yeah, ever since he did the body spam, man, that's 2 rounds in a row. Just saying.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful with the BM. You always gotta time your BM right. When you're up and you have 10k, that's when you body spam. Really rub it in, give them no chance to come back. But I think Noxious in the back of their minds, they knew how close they were to breaking through this T side. They were so close. I mean, again, we got X-ray. We can kind of see a little bit easier as to what the keys here are to victory, and what, you know, identifiable weaknesses there are in Davenport's CT side right there. The constant pressing of the issue towards side hall wasn't a bad idea, but it was read in so easily. Hold that thought for a second. Nasty, beautiful shooting from him. Deals with one of the hero rifles and the pistol that chases him down, but as I was saying, there's a huge weakness then on that ramp side. If they just had scaled up like VulcaN did and taken full advantage of that, they would have been in the clear a couple rounds earlier. Just took them a little while to figure that out.
Well, it is just Austin here in the site by themselves, but he's going to get flushed out by the smallest, so it shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, it's a cleanup. And now it's just 2 players. I mean, the 1 AK is still in the Rift, but I don't know. I mean, this is a 2-on-5. It might just be worth it for Rift to just kind of pull back and save the AK. I mean, Dangerous can kind of risk things up. I mean, he has nothing invested. No, just kidding. He picked him an AK, but now they both want to save these. But good plays, like you said. Noxious are starting to clean things up a little bit. They were really close on getting these T rounds. But they're starting to get a little bit more of a rhythm. Making that now 3 rounds in a row for their favor. And this is where we haven't seen a timeout yet here from Davenport either, so I'm a little, maybe not a little surprised, but just makes you wonder if they want to, but they do have a big lead.
One less rifle to save. Oh, okay. There it is. Camera. Gonna finish the job. And not too big of a worry that they drop that. There's still going to be plenty of money to go around. And I think, like you said here, timeout timings can be pretty important here. But losing a couple ecos in a row, a couple force buys, probably not too big in the back of their minds here. Davenport, they're, you know, saying, hey, let's get back on rifles here. Let's probably put a little bit more emphasis in our early ramp hold. Ideally, I think that would be a good solution. And we'll see what they go for here. Missed Molly. That one's going right out the map. So not enabled to push side hall. And again, giving over a little bit of control here in the meantime. But at least they're holding on to that utility. Austin. Looks like he spotted him, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he definitely got spotted though, I think. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, goodbye, Austin. Oh man, if he was even able to get that kill, I was like, man, he just stole that. But Pog is kind of exposed here in the open. And Noxious now are going to group up. They're going to go right back for the execute into the site. Pug's still playing an aggressive position. Maybe? No. But Fame's going to just deny it. Now they're just coming in. Dangerous with a bit of a reply, a little bit of life back. Dane with another one. And Dane is just lighting things up right now with a triple. Single-handedly putting this round into his own hands, and there Rift able to help him out. The bomb is now in the hands of VulcaN with 45 seconds remaining, and They still got a mulli here, Cole.
Smoke going to extinguish here. It's going to allow VulcaN to play in a little bit of a more tidy post plant here. But Dane's been on fire, and Rift has been near flawless in the clutch. And they're waiting for an aggressive movement here first from VulcaN. Made a little bit of noise dropping off there, I believe, here. And now he is going to go a little bit aggressive, perfectly playing into their hands. The bomb is getting past that half-ticked mark. There's a kit, but they have to run on in now. They've given over so much time, and now VulcaN, all he needs to do is buy a little bit more. And he looks to isolate these fights. Rift chases him around the corner, but he gets sidelined. And Dane can't flush him out of position. And VulcaN, beautiful clutch coming through from him in the 1v2.
Oh my goodness. I mean, somehow, some way, VulcaN pulls it up, able to pick up the 1v2. And like you said, I'm a little bit confused. I mean, Davenport, I mean, they played that really disciplined. They were waiting things out, but man, they just ran that clock so long. And that kind of punished them because then they realized they had to start moving. They had to be aggressive, and then it just switched over, which was more favorable for them. It kind of flipped over for VulcaN. All he had to do was stay alive, and he was playing a strong position. So things are getting a little dicey here from the Davenport side. And now look at this. Cypher's going to push up on the ramp. They're just going to take full control of this. They know they're going to bully their way into the site. Oh, man, they're just going to clean house right now. This might be an 8-6 just like that.
At least Pug has a mag 7. Oof. Fortunately, not the right weapon for the job today. Austin gonna deagle down, but VulcaN gets a trade just as quick. And like you said here, very well could be a 8-7 half at the end of things. Recovery looked strong. Just looked like Noxious needed to figure out the defense a little bit, feel things out before they were finally able to show some of that firepower that they have. Nasi, and when it comes to like mid-round being that second or third man into a site, he has been huge when it comes to landing some of those entries. Been very effective on the mid lurks, always good for a pick or two. Kind of pulling some attention away from those B-side plays, but
that made.
Gonna be another B-side play, and that one sinks in. Nice crispy 125 damage from that one. You'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, this is fast execute. I love this. Look at how fast they got into the site. A little bit of Molotovs pushing back, but I mean, it's going to be fine. But at least they got that site control. Another retake situation coming in. Pug tried to get the line up, but he drops it. A plant comes in. This is a 5v5 situation still. This is chaotic. I mean, that nade coming in from Davenport. Still lots of utility here. Double mullies with smokes ready to go from the CT side. It's just going to start raining nades here. Smokes kind of block things off. They extinguish. AKs are just roaring right now. And there it is. It's down to the 2v2. CT's trying to make a comeback. This is for an 8-7 possibly, or a 9-6. VulcaN going to wait things out. VulcaN doing more damage. He's looking things around. And Cole, this one just falls apart. It's an 8-7. We're going to take a break right after this one.
Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. Don't go chasing your demons.
Well, what once was an 8-1 is now turned into an 8-7, and we are on the second half of the first map here in the best of three. Davenport University, Noxious. You're here with Laz and Exner. Exner, how do you feel after that one?
I felt like Noxious did a good job of recovering a very slow start to the half. We saw live the adjustments that they were able to bring to the table, so I gotta say, you can't be too disappointed if you're Noxious, even if it's a losing half. You gotta be happy with the end result. They're dropping a bomb. There's maybe a bit of a sound cue given over here to boys over at Noxious and Nasi. Man, what was that shot? This guy, he's putting in the work in the aim labs. You can see it. Some of the adjustments, the quick flicks that he lands are just stunning, but it still collapses in on those B site, and Nasi, another headshot comes through from him. He's keeping this alive here. Rift, one more from him, and he needs to find all three. He turns the corner behind Ginny, and he continues. He had a hell of a first half, and right into the second, he'll get the job done.
Man, yippee-ki-yay, man. I mean, he's 21-8. He was able to find that multi-kill on the pistol. Like you said, he was looking really good in the later portion of the first half, and man, he comes alive for the pistol. Davenport, it was a little dicey, it was a little shaky, but it comes back in their favor. They get the bomb plant, they get a pistol, and now they can put themselves in a little bit more of a ease position right now. As the CTs, they have to just pretty much put a light amount of money on this. I mean, barely anything. It's a 5-7. That's it.
Not the situations here, rushing down towards ramp. Trying to get some Zeus action in. Can't really fault them for that.
Could you even imagine? Just push down ramp. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna Zeus some. Hang on, give me a sec.
I'm more impressed that he's able to still be alive right now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how he tanked all those shots and walked away. A bit wild there, but it definitely is a careful Davenport right now. They're trying to make no mistakes. Making sure that they, take care of the rounds that are going to be a little bit easier. Because once these rifles come out, they're going to really need to focus up here. There is a huge gap in the default, though, right now. And they're getting flanked on at a bit of a decent timing.
Yeah, good positioning, though, from Noxious. Like, VulcaN's already down on the bottom ramp. I mean, Corn is just kind of spotting things out. But if the timing's right, VulcaN might be able to get the backstab. It is a stack here with the pistols. VulcaN coming into the back. Might be able to find something, maybe. Oh, no! Oh, he finds a kill, but it's a little too late. The bomb still gets planted, so now time is ticking. A little bit more so than before. VulcaN's just getting eaten alive with bullets. Nossi by themselves now, a USP. Oh, no way! And he misses those shots, man. What is the worst feeling in the world right there? That's got to be one of them.
Yeah, sometimes you just, you get that slight sense of movement. Quick adjustments landed there. Nicely done from DU there. Again, I said, looking to make as little mistakes as possible. That one timing on watching that B flank was a bit scary for them. If VulcaN could have stopped the bomb, found himself 2 kills, I think that round is definitely on and we have a chance there. But they avoid that reality, fortunately for them. Here's that ramp control I was talking about. A little bit of fight coming through, at least in Fame's department. He is a bit on a solo mission, though. Waiting for that exact flash, peeking forward here. He still has the one way to play off of him. Pug doesn't overcommit, very wisely so.
He's trying to get these lineups. Look at Fame, like you said, he's doing a bit of a hero play, but it's coming out big now. Noxious are just picking up kills, but all of a sudden, Pug, he's able to get back too, so making this a 2-2 now. It's going to be Cameron and Nossi by themselves. Nossi does have the lineup, should be able to find it. No, he does not. Just kidding. And now, it's down to Pug. This is for an ace clutch. He's sitting at a triple right now. He's got over a minute here. He does have the bomb. He's got a lot of things in his favor, but he needs to scout out some players. And he's got 2 CTs to worry about right now. Nossi giving up his position. That's an easy kill, but no, you need your gun out for this fight, and Camo takes full advantage of it. And Noxious, they respond back just barely.
That was a really close round there for Pug. Almost did it all. Unfortunately, didn't expect the follow-up aggression. A pause being called out here right now. Davenport, I imagine from their camp here, there's a little bit of questions alongside the money and what they should invest here. So, maybe talking things over. those sort of rounds, I mean, if you're Davenport and you want to remain in the lead, you'd go for a force buy here, try and invest, and make some magic happen because only one survives in that last round. That's easy to disrupt the CT side economy. You actually saw Noxious take advantage of that in the last half. So that's what they're going to go for. Full investment, including an op in Rift's hands.
Yeah. What the? Man, that's a big investment. I mean, I was kind of expecting maybe you get an AK, you could even drop another weapon, maybe. Nah, they're just going to bring the big green out. How do we feel about that, Cole?
Been playing very good, so why not make an op out? Hasn't been doing too much missing. And when you're feeling confident, you want to continue to, you know, press upon that feeling. And continue to take advantage of you know, some really high-performing players right now on Davenport. Be execute those, landing it very shortly.
Yeah,
there's not a whole lot of help.
No, not at all. Even Austin's at lurk, right? Good molly from Camero just to kind of stop things out. Oh, he still commits. He takes down the op. That's a big one.
We're going to pick it up here. Second try. Second chance. If they were to wide swing again, they'd walk right into that scope. They're silently scaling in. Flashbang going to be their first point of contact to get on in here. Is almost caught on some timing, but they're walking into a nasty crossfire. I said at one point they had no help. Well, now they have 3 players just setting their scopes down range, but again, Pug to pull things back. This little mid lurk coming through finally formulates, and again, Pug left last man standing. 40 seconds. Takes the bomb. Cypher swings around the corner. And again, it's a nice try, but no luck for Pug. He'll get taken down.
Man, if Austin would have been able to get there like a second later, I think he would have been able to find that double, because you can see the CT that was rotating back in. He was going to rotate towards Jenny, so he might have been able to find that double, but his timing, he went for the first kill. Player comes on his right. It's just a little unfortunate, and that's the thing. Austin's been doing a pretty good job. I mean, he's only 9 and 13, but I feel like he's done those lurk plays pretty well. You never know when to expect them. But now we're down to 1 round difference here to making this back to a tie game. A full save is minus a Deagle and a P250 here from the Davenport side. But otherwise, I guess it's going to just be a potential round here for Noxious to be able to grip themselves back to a 10 and reach in double digits. I mean, we were talking an 8-1, Cole. 8-1.
Yeah, again, really strong CT side. Required a lot of you know, perfect retakes, though, to get that scoreline. And you can't rely on that all that often. We're still playing on the map pick of Noxious, so you would imagine they have some strength, some depth in this if they were willing to pick into it here, as opposed to something like they could have gone for realistically, which is Ancient. That was, you know, another option that they could have met. But went for this one, and so far, I don't mind it. They're showing some really good, you know, prospects out of Vertigo. I love the adaptation that we saw midway through that last half. They're bringing that energy into the second. Deagle can't sing. Camero locking down the speed bomb site here. Up against pistols, but still looks clean. And now we're tied up. You know, once it was 8-1, but no longer the case.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you too. Like, I think the one thing we really noticed from Davenport, they're just trying not to make a lot of mistakes, but I'm almost wondering if they want to be a little bit more aggro, because we are noticing the Noxious are starting to get quite aggressive on some peaks, or they're playing some pretty big exposed angles to go for those gunfights. So it'd be interesting to see if Davenport want to try to give them a little bit of that medicine as well. They're just going to, again, get that full control easily. Nothing here from Davenport. Dane actually does get caught a little bit in the spam, but nothing really to worry about yet. But Davenport right back to a default situation, kind of slowing things down. Being patient. A lot of utility being burned, though. I mean, you can see Noxious. They're not allowing any control in this ramp yet.
Big difference here between the two teams as well is the way that they're playing around this. We saw it constantly that Noxious were just walking up. They realized, like, you know, about 8 rounds in that Davenport weren't really putting a lot of resources towards ramp, so they weren't even tossing utility in to take it. They were just walking up, contact, dry. You know, maybe a lurk smoke, maybe a couple flashes here or there to just do your due diligence, but nothing crazy. In the meantime, you know, Noxious fighting for control. They always have a converging presence ready to collapse in. That's Fame's job first, but Austin delivers a nasty little headshot. 3 mollies tossed in towards sandbags. That'll certainly do. One of them would have sufficed, but they're overkill, and they will land the kill as well. VulcaN still standing on the side while Pug covering, but Pug goes down in the meantime. A lot of damage done. But there's still rotation. Cavalry's arrived onto the scene. Noxious tries to overstep. Overstays his welcome here. Camera, though, on the bomb site as well. That's the last 2 plays kind of confirmed right now. So Molly and Re-Smoke comes on in. They still have to figure out a way to plant the bomb in 15 seconds left. They need to do it soon. There's a gap in that smoke as well. Further complicating.
Oh, he's gonna fake it too. So once again, this is a good bait, but Corn, he's a little bit slow on it, but now time's ticking. He has to pick this up and go for the plant right away. Oh, but he fakes it. Oh, but there it is. Noxious, they get the full read, and Camero takes this round away with the timer. Oh, Corn. Again, another tough situation where we see them with the bomb plants. Would you do it? Do you not? But some good discipline coming in from Noxious, putting themselves in a lead position. We haven't seen this at all yet, and now they've finally been able to bring things back.
Taking the advantage, that's unreal. Noxious doing great work here. That was a really nice clutch as well. Camera just faking the footsteps out like he was running at him, but he didn't commit, right? He immediately doubled back. That's some smart counter-strike coming through from him. I'd love to see. We'll see if they can continue it. A little boost here, getting cheeky. Is Pug, and should be able to open up proceedings. That's a nice shot here. So, Camero, the one doing the damage in that last round, is now taken down, and right now you're actually looking at a perfect chance to capitalize. If Davenport University can transition this 4v5 to a round conversion, they're going to set themselves up so nicely. Now it's a 3v5. It would completely break that money, and that would be Davenport's ticket back into this one. They extend further. Pug doing so much work on this T side here, but there's still one more. VulcaN labored sprays, running out of ammo, whips out the sidearm, but Dane trades. And Fame left last man standing, making that long rotation in towards the B bomb site, but there's good news here. They haven't committed fully.
Yeah, Fame's gonna wait this out, get a good position crossing, right? So now it doesn't get spotted in middle. Austin again, just playing very passive. Corn's got a good lineup though. Fame's gonna commit this though. And yeah, he's gonna get eaten alive. And there we go. Back to a tie game, like you said. But I was a little bit nervous because the one thing we noticed is that Noxious, they always seem to have a player. When they get put in that spotlight position, they can just get some multi-frags. And VulcaN was almost able to find, what, a triple in that round? That was a little greasy, but now Davenport get the job done. An AWP back out here as well, here for Rift. It's just going to be an M4 in the work, in the rotation of Noxious with Deagles to supply it and kind of complement it. But this is a tough pill to swallow. One piece or 2 pieces of utility, my apologies.
Now looking to just take some fights forward here. At least that's what VulcaN intends on doing. He has been an influential factor in like these massive swing rounds here. There's that last bit of utility just thrown out there. Fame gonna toss that one down range. And once you use your last smoke on the A bomb site at 1:20 in the clock, you know that there's not much that's really gonna favor you. Self-flash right there. Pug blends himself out. Now, important that the trade comes through, but still, that's not a bad answer. And Cypress, another beautiful shot. Sure, the trade comes through, but you still have VulcaN waiting in the wings with a rifle to convert a last-second round here in Fame. Oh my God, the Deagles just continue to sing on out.
Oh man, I'm talking about compliments. Yeah, all right, Deagles, the name of the game here for Noxious, I guess. I mean, full utility though for both these Davenport players, but double players coming towards B now. So Davenport, they're actually kind of running into a bit of a trap. They're going to go for that 2-2 engagement. They have to be able to win this flawlessly. They need to be able to find something. Trades are going to be a little dire in this moment. The lineup's just too strong right now, and there it is. They get it done with a 1-2. Back in the lead with a 12-11 score. Man, this thing is just a teeter-totter.
And that was Davenport's, golden ticket to this map right there. Converting up against 4 Deagles, 2 smokes, and like a flashbang, right? And yeah, there was an A1S in the mix, but that wasn't even required, really. That's a tough pill to swallow, Davenport. Not gonna be too happy at the end of that round. Absolutely brutal stuff for DU.
DU. No op though for Noxious, so they're just gonna keep the rifles out. I mean, their money's not that great, but I thought they might have been able to save it from before, but no. Mac 10 for Rift. Wonder if we'll see him getting a little bit more aggressive. I mean, he's top of the server right now. He's 25 kills. I think the next closest person really is Camera when you look on the other side of things, and then it's kind of like Corn. It's a little bit back and forth between both teams, but you got at least 2 players on each team kind of popping off a bit. We like those.
Battle of the Titans here, definitely. Although I think there's more of a consistent flow going on right now in Noxious as of recent. Noxious stepped up big time. Camera on the B anchoring. Looks very solid. And Cypress, he's had a couple of impactful rounds. His KD obviously reset at the end or something, maybe disconnect. Either way. It's gonna be a very trialing round here. Again, recycling of the smokes towards the bottom of ramp. The counter flashes as well. The little utility that Noxious do have left, they got to make sure to use it wisely here. Davenport looked to pop on through the smoke, it seems, just waiting for the pen to be pulled. Still jump spotting his Cypress, but they've actually pulled off another rotate here. A little bit further deep into the site. There's that aggression coming on through, just trying to hold Mouse 1 here for the longest times. Rift in his own flames and will fall to it. That's a bit awkward right now, and it's a man advantage maintained here as they execute in towards A.
Yeah, the nades are flying, but they haven't committed to it yet. Still got about 40 seconds remaining now. The smokes are coming in left and right, going to be covered. Good nade should be able to land. Actually just lands a bit too short, so VulcaN doesn't really take too much damage. Plants should be able to come through now. These are close, though. They're coming in for this fight. Pug, he's able to get out of this situation, but he's actually going to commit to the plant spot still, so they might not expect him to do this. This post plant's a little bit more aggressive here from Davenport. There it is, Pog. He's able to find that, utilize that fake a little bit on the positioning. He's still kind of being the test dummy. He gets finally taken down, and there we go. It's just down to Austin. He needs to come alive, but Austin, he's able to find 2, not on the 3rd, and there it is. A 2-round lead here for Noxious.
Successful retake right now, getting a taste of their own medicine is Davenport. But right there, in a 3v3, I would have liked to see a little bit more sharp on the post plant. So you dive away from the commitment on that side hole angle, right? And you actually get yourself tucked in towards some cover. But they're just out in the open holding off angles. That can always be such a liability.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
There's some small details here that probably need to be, patched up just a little bit here from Davenport. They want to try and close this map out. This time a much quicker approach could be tossed in. They still wait behind the smokes here. They're still stalled out just a little bit. We could see that just flush into the same result that we've been seeing. As a flashman comes on through, this is a much better result though. Dane taking some initiative and taking some names as well, but he's only good for 1, and Cypress will give it 2 right back.
3 on 4. It's a greasiest spray I've ever been able to see, but Corn gets it done. It's fine. It's back to a 3-3 now. The bomb's still in control here for Davenport too, so they still can decide on what they want to do. Gonna pump the brakes a little bit, wait things out. You still got the double player on B, just the one kind of lightly anchoring the A site here. A bit of an off angle, but Davenport, they have a minute still, Cole. I mean, they can make a lot of decisions here. They do have 3 smokes.
Again, if they could flush out Noxious behind the smokes here, behind the utility, that would be the ideal situation here. But Cypress still stands in front of it, still stands inside hall. It needs to be cleared. If they bypass this, they're going to be in for a world of hurt, but that's good stuff from Rift. Again, continuing to give Davenport a chance here. 3 on 2. Bomb now being planted here soon. VulcaN going to try and save the round through the smoke, denying the bomb plant, but Aussie sends one right back. And this is workable here. A chance. But he needs to figure out a way to isolate these fights. Rift's got himself into prime post plant. Corn has done the same thing, right? This is detail that I was saying. Getting yourself behind cover is so key as Corn waits patiently into his crosshair. That's exactly what Nasi will do. That is a devastating round to lose right there for Noxious. Davenport University moving on up to 12, and a chance here to grab even more. It's double save territory here if you look at the economy here for Camero as well. So a force buy is going to be brought out once again. Can they replicate the success of the Deagles?
Well, I mean, they've been able to do it before, right? I mean, that last time I think it was like 4 Deegs with the M4. I mean, they worked around it, and I mean, the Deegs were the ones that got the damage, but I don't know. This might be asking a lot, but I mean, round 26, we're getting pushed to the distance here. Now you can even see a little bit more aggression coming in here just in terms of the B ramp. I mean, Camero kind of just playing behind the board, and Corn again, and oh man, that is just I think it's greasy corn, but it's sloppy corn. I don't know. It's just not pretty to look at. And now Pug able to find this. And Deagle's trying to get something done. There's the only reply so far from Cypress. A nice shot, but player advantage still for Davenport.
These guys, they gotta be careful. They're contacting and just dealing with the Deagles right now. They need that trade potential. No, fumbling with the util, fumbling with the nades, fumbling with the guns here. Can't afford it right now. These shots are too sharp. They will get past the Deagle, but it's a headshot. It's not the kill. He landed it through the box. That's incredibly unlucky for Camero, as the Deagles were continuing to sing. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Now we got a bomb plant coming in soon, and it's all going to be in the back of Cypress. Landing this kill, the hill fall to Corn. Nasi, the last man standing, who will have an AK here to walk away with. He's got some fancy little Furious stickers on it, but not going to fancy his chances at a round.
Yeah, it is clean. Looks good. But things are looking good here from Davenport. They were down by 2. Now they brought things back to a tie game. Like you said, the money's a little sketchy here from Noxious. So this round's definitely not going to help them. But again, for anybody that missed the pre-show or missed a little bit of beginning of this, I mean, this is potential for Noxious to be able to find a map win this season. I mean, unfortunately for them, they've been struggling to get things done. I mean, they've had close series or like close maps, but they haven't been able to take a map win yet. So right now they're pushing Davenport to the absolute distance right now. But it is just going to be pistols in the work here of Nossi's AK. But man, those Deagles have been ruthless here on map 1.
They're terrifying every last round. I mean, you just see if you don't have a trade, if you don't have someone close by, I mean, they're going to hit the shot, which is super impressive, to be fair. Very nice shot being landed here. It is a 1 for now 3-4 trade over towards the ramp side of things. Do a good job of keeping things contained. It's just the hero AK left standing, and they rail it in towards that B bomb site as soon as possible. Take control. Nasi gonna hold on for another round. It's probably valuable that he keeps an AK. His headshots are pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they really are. He's definitely a player that's been, you know, really impressed me on this team. Like, I've been able to cast a couple of his other games. He's been able to get some pretty good highlight reels for sure, but it's a tough situation right now. But if he can just keep this AK, transition into this next round, this will be big. But now Davenport put themselves back in a lead position by 1. But I think this next round can be really telling here, Cole. I mean, do we see a timeout? Do we think Noxious are going to go for the timeout and call it and kind of think what they want to do for this gun round?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We didn't find out here. It's going the distance, though, feels like.
Oh,
Investments will be immediately brought into it.
It's what we were kind of expecting too, right? I mean, like we said, these teams are like neck and neck. I mean, in terms of the placements and the standings, I mean, they're both 5th and 6th right now. So it's a tough one. It was a kind of a coin toss for me. Well, we'll have to see if that's the case. Full rifles here for Noxious, like I said. I mean, this is going to be an important round. Bringing things back. Money's looking pretty decent here for Davenport, so even if they lose this, they still are able to put another gun round into effect, but utility lackluster here. I mean, 1 smoke with a Molotov, and the rest are flashbangs here for the CT side, so they have to preserve that as much as they can. But what we've seen normally is they like to hold this ramp control as long as they can. While Fame's played this position pretty much over and over. It's a repeat on the track, but Some have been hitting bangers and some haven't, but I guess we'll have to see here for round 28.
It's a good point. Both teams, I feel like, have been very consistent, even if it comes down to, like, your game plan's no longer working. Davenport have adjusted their sails here. This is a more passive approach, to be fair, from Noxious. They're giving over control, going for a little bit more of a boosting maneuver, but oh, Pug, it's going to be hard to slip one past him. As he's just shown right there, going for the boost, gets caught. Fame down low. Smoke in on that right side angle here. Pug trying to scale further, left as well. So Cypress, his two decisions are to either fight forward here or fall back, and falling back right into the hands of Pug again, delivering on this T side. He gets headshotted. Back for his troubles here, but he's looking to maintain the site. Rift now needs to punch in the digits. That Molly is not going to arrive onto the scene in time. It's going to do some damage there, but it's not going to land the kill. It's Rift on the exit. He's able to make it around the corner safely here now. Another left side smoke comes down, but he peeks before it blooms. And there's still some low HP bars. Pug's down low as well. This complicates things just a little bit.
There aren't any more utility to work with either, so now Austin and Korn are able to find these kills. So now it's all just down to Camero on a 1-on-2. Does have a kit, but he's have to get moving quickly here. He's really waiting things out. He might try to find these kills if he can, but there's Korn. He's going to be able to put this thing onto map point now, 15-13, and one more needed in Davenport. They're going to be able to possibly take this map pick from Noxious. Let's not forget that.
Gonna have themselves two opportunities to do so, and coming alive late into things here is Davenport University, keeping their composure beautifully. You'd love to see it right there. I mean, again, we talked about the little details there. Noxious trying to play a more passive A-side setup, but their real strength has been their collapse on ramp. I think that's been working nearly every round. And I think they've lost confidence in it with a couple of rounds lost. Once they play that more passive setup, you know, you let Pug get his way. Finally getting some control, using less of that utility to gather that control. He's ready for your antics. He's ready for your gimmicks. I mean, as soon as you give over control like that, there's going to be some sort of trickery coming through from Noxious, and I think that was in the back of Pug's mind, right? He was saying to himself there that we got here a little too easily. We got to expect some level of resistance.
Well, it's ramp control again, but instead of the normal setup they've done, like we talked about, I mean, they actually play a little bit different on the aggression. Davenport, though, instead of waiting things behind the smoke, they're not going to play the same setup here. They're actually going to commit to this B site. It is Camera with the FAMAS, strongest gun in the world, and that's the reason why, man. Oh, that thing. Oh, it just does not work when it wants to. But now Pug and Dane, they just rip open this site. It's down to a 2-on-5. They have gotten a free site so fast and furious. And I mean, one piece of utility here, Cole. They have a flashbang to determine the retake.
Yeah, this one's nearly certain it's over here. Fame will pluck a head off there, but the trade comes through just as quickly here. And it's all just onto Cypress.
Cypress does make that noise, and again, does have that flash, but he has to go. The time is ticking. It's over half. Looking things out, checking left, right, and corners. But he's going to get eaten alive. Pug finds him. And there we go. Davenport University, they are able to take that map, which looked like Noxious might have been able to get an upset, get their first map win in the season, but it's not going to be done here on Vertigo.
No, not at all right there. And some great mental resiliency shown out from Davenport there. I thought they were losing their grip on that T side. I thought they were going to have much more to offer, but quickly, you know, adjustments in the game plan. They were able to take more confident control towards that A ramp. It's something that I've always kept my eyes towards. You know,